guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing I'd like to say that it's an abnormally large unboxing, but really I think I only have 2 books that are outside of my normal subscriptions to open today, but I do have quite a few boxes. You're gonna see me wearing the same shirt in several videos. In all fairness, there is a possibility of a hurricane showing up this weekend. I'm in Southeast Texas. There is a good chance that if we do get hit by a storm, even if it's like the mildest storm, that we could not have electricity for like a week. So I wanted to kind of get everything filmed and out of the way and scheduled. That way, if the hurricane does come, my videos can still go up in a timely manner. So this is my October unboxing. I know it's November and I apologize for the late video, but I was still waiting on my Fairyloot YA box to arrive. Technically, it still hasn't arrived, but it is out for delivery, so I figured by the time I am done with this, I can pause the video, go grab it, and then film it. So let's dive into the unboxing. All right, so my monthly subscription boxes consist of 6 subscription boxes. So I get the Fairyloot YA, Fairyloot Adult, and the Fairyloot Romantasy. I also get the Illumicrate box, just the standard Illumicrate fantasy box. And then I get the OwlCrate YA and the OwlCrate Adult. I do like the other subscriptions, but I will tell you that I can't afford any more because 6 is already like at the top of my budget. So we're gonna start off with the things that are not subscription boxes, and I can just kind of show you what I've got. So the first one that I have is actually from LitJoy. It is the Heartless edition by Marissa Meyer. So the first thing in the box is this cute art card. Guys, I haven't done an unboxing in so long, I don't even remember how to do this. There's the art card that comes inside, and it has all of the information for the designers and stuff on the back. There is a little box. It says, "Sweets and tarts, the most wondrous bakery of all hearts." I don't know if that's something from the book. I haven't read it. It's on my never-ending TBR. It's a little macaroon candle. Super cute. Okay. I don't know what that's for. Or if it's something from the book. Couldn't tell you because I haven't read it because I'm a sham. All right, so let's see the edition. That's thick. I've only ever had the paperback copy of this book, but now, apparently, I have this one. Okay. It's sad when my nail is sharper than the pocket knife that I had to open the boxes. And we have Heartless. So this is a standalone book, I know that much, by Marissa Meyer. It follows like the story of the Red Queen from Alice in Wonderland, and as I am indeed obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, I had to get it. Oh, look at the art on that. And we have the edges. The edges are okay. They're just like standard digitally printed edges. They're kind of hard to see, a little faded on the edges, but it's okay. And that is the cover, and that is a reflective foil over the heart, which is cute. And that actually sits inside the little mirrored area right there. We've got some end paper art, which is really nice. If I am correct, she becomes a villain, and it's a story of how she became the villain. We have some annotations inside the book, which LitJoy is really good at doing. They put annotations, they also put art on the inside, so their books are really expensive, but they do come with like a lot of features. Like, that's super pretty. So we've got full color art and annotations. It's just a really gorgeous edition. I'm super excited to read it. So 1 down, several to go. I'm gonna stick the art card inside of the book actually, because that's pretty. So, okay, well, apologies for the change of scenery and the wardrobe change. My camera died, my battery died, and then while it was charging, I actually took a nap, and then the kids got home, and then I made dinner, and now here I am. I will finish my unboxing. So next, I think I'm gonna do all of my OwlCrates. I've got 3 from OwlCrate, 1 a special edition that I ordered outside of the subscriptions, the adult and YA subscriptions, and then Fairyloot, and then probably Illumicrate, because that's just kind of how they're piled up over here. So let's go with this. So we have OwlCrate. This was a special edition that I ordered outside of the subscription. Surprise, surprise, what it's gonna be. For those of you who have watched my other videos, it is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. Yes, I have 5 editions, or I will have 5 editions come tomorrow when my English collection box set comes in. So this is the OwlCrate edition of Spectacular. We've got the back. It says, "The great holiday is upon us." This one is illustrated by Rosie Fowwinkle. So let's take a look inside. Ooh, all right, I'm super happy I got this edition. And do you see these end papers? That is freaking beautiful. This one as well. That's gorgeous. And then it, of course, has the normal illustrations on the inside. We also have a sprayed edge, foiling on the naked cover. It says, be careful what you wish for. Holiday magic is a real thing. And then on the back side, no one dreams on Great Holiday Eve. It is the one day each year that dreams escape. Ooh, so that's cute. And then we have Under the Dust Jacket art, which is also super beautiful. I love this edition. I think so far, out of all of the editions that I have, this one's my favorite. I can't imagine that anything's going to beat it, but it is awesome. And then we have inside, we have a handwritten letter bound in from Stephanie Garber and a signature, and I believe, okay, it's a digital signature on a Tiffin page, so that's absolutely gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this edition, like absolutely obsessed with this edition. Okay. Next on our list, we have our OwlCrate Adult, which feels super heavy. That's crazy how heavy this feels. So this is a book where the standard edition is actually really pretty, black covered with spray edges and stuff, and I've been seeing it at the store and I've been like, oh, I need to pick it up, but I knew that this book was coming in one of the boxes, so I didn't, but it is Stars Are Dying by Chloe C. Penaranda, and I am not quite familiar with what it's about, but it's super pretty. It says on the back, once upon a time, there was a war between stars. So let's take a look. Okay, it's Faye. I can tell you that. There's like a Rhysandi-ish looking character in here. So let me show you. So this is your cover, and your back, and then you have the sprayed edges, which are pretty. It's got like a little sword with some stars and graphics around it. And we have our naked cover, which is purple. It's also really pretty. We've got our end papers, which again, that's like a Rhysand looking character. So I'm not mad about it, but it seems very night courtish. You can see the foiling on there. It is pen signed, and then we have a bound in author letter. And then we have a Under the Dust Jacket art. Oh, that's super pretty. So we have Under the Dust Jacket art there. All right, so this is exciting. It looks Fae-ish, but there is talk about vampires and trials. She makes a bargain with some beautiful, deadly, haunting person to keep her safe during the trials. Can she trust him? Can she not? It's sounding very ACOTAR, not even gonna lie. Maybe the picture just has me thinking that way, but I mean, if you've read the first one, the trials at the end, dark, scary guy, you get where I'm going with this. So, I mean, it sounds good. It's something I will definitely read at some point. When? I don't know, but I might be in the mood. The mood might strike me sometime soon, and I'll pick it up. Or it could be 5 years from now, which is more likely. Next, we have the OwlCrate YA. I have OwlCrate, Fairyloot, and Illumicrate, so often I get duplicates. I do not remember what the book for this month is. I don't think I'm getting a duplicate this month, but I do regularly having the... So Fairyloot and Illumicrate have a contract to never do the same books in their box. They did one time. It was the Illumicrate, and then the Fairyloot Adult did the same book. It was The Book at Night by Holly Black, and I think like I got 5 or 6 copies of that book in the subscriptions. But anyways, we've got our squiggles. Like I said, I don't think I'm getting any duplicates this month. I know that I am next month though, so we'll see. Usually when I get duplicates, I just see if my daughter wants them, and if she doesn't, then I either sell them or like give them away to like family or friends or whatever. Ooh, okay, hold on. I've got the first item. So here lies an exclusive Dracula-inspired book pot. This is super cool. So Illumicrate normally does book pots. We've never seen one from OwlCrate, so I'm actually pretty excited to see what OwlCrate has in mind for a book pot. This is super exciting. That is absolutely gorgeous. And it's got like Dracula's cape on the back. On the front, it has Dracula's castle with some bats. That is absolutely super pretty. That's gonna go in my bedroom with all the dark gothic-y affair. Next, we have the pin of the month. So OwlCrate does a pin in every single one of their boxes. This is their Perfect Pairings pin set. If you're not familiar, it's 2 couples from a story every, not necessarily a couple, but it's 2 characters. Usually it's couples from books, and they put them on a pin set. So this one is actually from The Serpent and the Wings of Night. So let's pop this one open and see. Okay, so it does a slidey thing. Let me see. It's tiny. Focus. There we go. And then it's slidey. So you've got what seems to be the male lead flying, and then it seems that she's down here. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. He's in the air and she's down at the bottom, so that's super cool. I don't really do anything with my pins. I just have jars of pins on my bookshelf because I just collect them, I guess. I don't really do anything with them. OwlCrate gives a pin banner every year to put the pins on, but I never use them because I really don't have anywhere that I would hang them. I was considering, I have like, over here, I have like a bar that is underneath like the countertop. And I was thinking about hanging pin banners there or something, but I don't know. I don't know where I would actually like put them. If I hang them too low, the cats are gonna mess with them, so. All right, our next thing, it seems to be some sort of pens. It is Lion and Lamb pen set. Okay, so this is gonna be Twilight. Exclusive pen set inspired by Twilight. I can feel what you're feeling now and you are worth it. So let's open it up. Okay, so they're just simple pens. There's a black one and it says, and so the lion fell in love with the lamb, which is, you know, that quote everyone loves from the movies. That was not my favorite quote from the books, but it's everybody's favorite from the movies. And then this one is, without the dark, we'd never see the stars. So, and these pens write pretty well. I've had a few of them previously from OwlCrate. They're just standard blue or black pens. I'm assuming that these are gonna be black just from the color scheme, but not really a guarantee on that. Next in our box is a pair of socks. I do love a good pair of socks. So this set is actually inspired by the Tempest of Tea, okay? And I can totally see it. On the socks themselves, we've got like an umbrella, a lighter, looks like a dagger, paintbrush, I think that is. So I'm assuming that all of these items represent the different characters in like the group, the band, in A Tempest of Tea. And it says family isn't who we live with, but those we would die for. So I like that. I do like socks. Book box socks always seem to be really good quality. We just recently in one of the boxes got Howl's Moving Castle socks, and they are like so nice. And this makes no sense. Sorry, this is Constanta's candle holder from A Diary of Blood, and it's gorgeous. But how is it holding a candle? Like, does it hold it like flat? Does this bend? Oh, I think this bends up. Okay, that makes sense now. So it bends up. You put like a little tea light here. And it says, what is more lovely after all than a monster done with want? So, okay, so it bends up and then you put the tea light here and then it's gonna reflect this design through the light. So that's actually really cute. I like that. That is also going to go into my bedroom. My bedroom, I'm still working on the full decor, but the overall theme is New Orleans vampires, like Vampire Sat Interview with a Vampire, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where I went with it, and I'm still working on it. So I'm assuming that the book of the month is vampire related. So we have Immortal Dark page overlays. So I figured out what the book of the month was. It is Immortal Dark, which me and that book are not friends right now. I started it, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling with it because I want to fight the main character. Like, I do not like her in the slightest. But funny enough, for one of my reading challenges, there is actually a prompt for a book where you want to fight a character in real life, and I want to fight her in real life, so it works out. So it'll give me reason to fulfill it. Okay, so we got some page overlays. I don't know if you can see those very well. I'm trying to get the reflection from the light to try and shine some light through it. So I don't know where they go, and they don't tell you where they go, but there is a strong possibility that it is on the QR code that we're supposed to scan as the spoiler card. OwlCrate decided they're not going to give spoiler cards anymore. They're just going to give you a QR code that you can scan for the spoilers. I don't know where to find that QR code, so yeah. I haven't actually been doing it, but I will look around. It's gotta be somewhere, I assume, like on the box or inside the book. I have no idea where the QR code is. All right, so we have Immortal Dark. It says on the back, no soul can enter Uxley without an invitation. So that is actually the university. We've got a pretty sprayed edge. It's very dark. It fits very much with the theme of the book. So again, this one I'm familiar with because I already started it. It was released, I think, last month or September. It might have been September. It might have been October. I'm not sure. But I picked it up because obviously it looked perfect for like spooky season. I just haven't finished it because the main character made me quite angry at one scene. So these are going to be our end papers. They are not foiled, but they are still very pretty. And then we have under the dust jacket, which is our foiling. It says The Mad Lovers, and on the back it says, ask anything, everything, if it is within my ability and my rule, I will give and hold no contempt afterwards. But if you break my rule, I will break you into 1,000 souls and punish each reincarnation 1,000 ways. That sounds violent. Maybe I'll like the book more once I get into like the actual like interactions with the vampire. Right now, she's just kind of full of herself, and she destroyed a whole bunch of historical artifacts, and I had to put the book down because I wanted to fight her. I'm going to pick it up, and again, I have a reading challenge where it fits the prompt, so I will pick it up and I will finish it. It did make me really mad. I'm gonna put these in here. I do not know where they go. They don't seem to fit very well at all. They stick out, and I hate that. The ones that I get from, I often buy page overlays from a third-party company. What is that company called? Sometimes the page overlays are great, and they slide in beautifully, most of the time actually, and then sometimes, because of the way the book was glued, there's not enough space and they stick out, and it drives me nuts. These OwlCrate ones definitely stick out, so I'm gonna have to see what I can do to get them to fit in there. I'll end up doing something with the additional copy that I have, putting it in my upstairs library one day when the kids are old enough they can read it, or giving it away to somebody. All right, next we're going to move on to Fairyloot Adult. So if anybody has Fairyloot subscriptions, the boxes actually tell you what the different subscriptions are. So this with the sword is the adult, and you have the one with the book heart, and that's romantasy. And then obviously the YA box that I have is a full box, so you can tell because it's thicker. But we're gonna start off with this one and see what we have. The theme of the month is Forbidden Spells, and the book is Sorcery and Small Magics by Maiga Doocy. I don't know if I said her name right, but it's a beautiful book. It's got foiling on the lettering, and I'm not sure. I believe that this is a different color palette than the original. So we have the end papers. They are different on the front and the back, and this is gorgeous. Do you see the foiling in there? This is absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the sprayed edges, or digitally printed edges, and it is on all 3 sides. And then I wonder if this one has a bard in it. I'm looking for a book with bard. I did pick a V. Schwab book as a bard for one of my challenges, but I wonder if this one has it too. If I can't get through that one, maybe I'll try this one. But that foiling is gorgeous. And then the cover, obviously we have the back. The back says, will you look for me? Each glimpse a beacon calling from within. Listen for me until the ringing of my voice becomes your only song. Hold my name in your bones until every wish needs not be spoken. It's beautiful. And then we have a reversible dust jacket. Fairyloot's been doing the reversible dust jackets recently, and I love them. One side of the dust jacket, whether it's the reversible side or the standard side, is the original cover in a different colorway. And then they do like a special cover on the other side, so you can choose between like a character art cover and the original. I love this. This is beautiful. I do believe that it is a queer romance, or there is a queer romance, at least in the story. They are 2 sorcerers and a forbidden love. So yeah, I'm excited. I think, ooh, okay. And then I guess the bonus material, because there is an annotated chapter back here. So I assume that, yeah, it looks like the bonus material is an annotated chapter, and the author went ham when it came to the annotations in here. She has mid-level drawings. And is it signed? It is not signed, but we do have a bound-in author letter with a digital signature at the bottom. That's okay, but it's a very, very pretty edition. This is supposed to be for October. It doesn't necessarily go with the month of October, but that's okay. We can have some light in our darkness in the month of October. So next we shall do the Fairyloot Romantasy. I haven't been the biggest fan of the Romantasy subscription. Out of all of the books that have come out so far, I think like only 2 of them were ones that I wanted. I think I remember what this one is going to be. It's one that I've already read. Story was good, but the writing was terrible. The story could have had so much, but the writing was very shallow and kind of lazy. And I don't know if there are edits that go into these books before Fairyloot actually picks them up, or if they print them the way that they were written on like Kindle Unlimited when they were indie published. So I'm not sure. I know that I think it's been traditionally published now, and I don't know if anything has changed since then, but the indie published version was a little rough. So our spoiler card is Dark Dalliance. We have an art card with a author letter printed on the back, and then we have the book. Again, it's really thin, I don't remember it being that thin of a book when I read it, but again, I read it on Kindle Unlimited, so it might have been. The back says, for those who love them villainous. Can you see that? The edges, digitally printed edges that are all on 3 sides. It is like a skull and some bones and some flowers. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. The under the dust jacket is actually really pretty. It's got the same kind of design that's on the stenciled edges. It's got some foiling. You can see that surrounding the design. The back is just plain, which is perfectly fine. And then the spine is actually foiled as well, which is really pretty. We've got some end paper art. And it is different on the back side, so each character has their own set of end paper art. It's a dark academia feel of a book, if I remember correctly. Yes, Hollow Grove University. So it is a teacher, a professor. I think he's either a professor or a dean, but it's like a teacher-student relationship. But they're all adults. It's not like it's high school or anything. This is at a university. So, and then we have the reversible dust jacket, which is the original cover for the book with a different colorway. Normally it's like black and green, I believe. They did blue and red. I think it's black, green, and like purple, and this is like blue, red, and black. So I like it. I have, like I said, I have already read it, but I am interested to see if there have been any changes in it since I first read it on KU. You know, sometimes they do edits when they become traditionally published. I know that that happened with Olivia Blake and the Atlas 6. I read it when it was indie published, and I was told that I have to reread it because new stuff was put into the book when it was traditionally published, which has kind of stalled me because I've tried to reread it and to just see what new information was in there, and I just couldn't. Now, it's been a few years, so I probably can reread it now because I'm pretty sure I forgot everything that was said in it, but that way I can finish the other two because I still haven't read the Atlas Paradox or the Atlas, what's the other one? The Atlas Complex. I still haven't read those, so. All right, and that is the Fairyloot Romantasy, the spoiler card in there. All right, next we have our Fairyloot YA box. I do get the box with the book and the goodies. So with all these subscriptions, you can either get a box with just the book or book and goodies if it is available. The YA Fairyloot, the YA OwlCrate, you can get book only. You can also combine them. Like you can get, for Fairyloot, you can get a book that's like the book only for the adult and the YA, or the, you know, adult YA and romance. You can get any combination of them. I pay for each one individually, so that's why they all come separately. So this is the YA and the spoiler card. The theme is Castles Crumbling, and now that I'm cheating and I'm totally looking at this, I'm super excited for this book. Like super, super excited for this book. I love the author's other fantasy series. I believe it's set in the same world. I still have to read the last one in that series. I'll tell you what it is in a second, but I still have to read the last one. I read the first 3 and I just never got around to the last one. I had to kind of take a break because again, I can't read things back to back, and then I just never got around to it, so. All right, ooh, okay. So the first item in the box is salt and pepper shakers, or salt and spice shakers. Forgive me, but they're salt and pepper shakers because that's, aw, they're little books. Oh, these are freaking adorable. So I have quite a few sets of salt and pepper shakers from Fairyloot. I've got a Kingdom of the Wicked set, and I have a Serpent and Dove set, but they're just like white circular salt and pepper shakers. These are freaking adorable. They're books. I don't think that there are any fandoms specifically, it doesn't say, but they're little books, and it says Salt and Spice, and then they have like volume 1 and volume 2 on the side. That is super, super adorable. They're fandom neutral, they are just book themed, and they are absolutely adorable. I love those. I think I'm going to use them. They're gonna go on my table. Next is, okay, this is a album of some sort. It looks like it is a Sorcery of Thorns, based off of like the book The Eyes and Cats and all of that. Silas, oh, Silas. Okay, yes, it is an album, but it is a bookmark album. How cute is that? It's a bookmark album. I like that. So, and I'll show you when I get to it, but in every Fairyloot YA, there is a bookmark that comes with the book, and it's got like part of the themed card art on it. And I guess you can put those in here. I normally don't. I put them inside of my book so I know where, like what month my book was from. Like it'll say like September of 2022 or something, and it'll allow me to remember, you know, if it's a YA book, if it's, you know, what month it came out, that sort of thing. So I wouldn't use this, but I do have a lot of collectible bookmarks that I get from like Fairyloot. They did the gods. I think there was like a god set. I've got like Shatter Me ones and Red Rising ones. So I would definitely put those in here because they're like foiled bookmarks and I don't want them to get destroyed. So I would definitely use this for that. That's super cute. I like that. All right, so we have the Quirly Cup Collective. So what is this? Ah, it is a Powerless e-reader sleeve. Okay, Powerless. I actually just finished Powerful the other day. I know, it was so sad. I was so sad. I didn't care the first time around when I read Powerless, but then after reading Powerful, I was just in tears. But this is super cute. So I guess it's to put your Kindle in or whatever your e-reader is. It's a good size. It would definitely fit a Paperwhite easy. It might even fit an Oasis, to be honest with you, but it would definitely fit a Paperwhite super easily with some space, actually. So that's super nice. I like that. It's cute. Good box so far, Fairyloot. I'm loving this. We have some page overlays. Exciting, exciting. Oh, and they tell us where they go. So we've got chapter 1, chapter 15, chapter 30 and 35. Aw, one of mine is bent on the corner. That sucks, but it'll flatten out. It will flatten out. Okay. All right, so here is our page overlays. So I know Fairyloot said, I don't know who he is, but he's cute. Fairyloot said that starting in April of next year, that they are going to be putting overlays in every box to go with the book. That's pretty. And I'm excited for that. I just hope, and I can't recall because it's been so long, I would have to count it, but I'm like, I hope they finish the tarot cards set if they're gonna take those out first, because I've never gotten a full deck of tarot from Fairyloot. I started way too late on the first deck that they had, so I never got it, but I was hoping to finish the second set. So hopefully they are either gonna keep doing them, or if they do, they wait until like the set is gonna be complete. So here's another one, and then our last one. There we go. So I haven't read this story. I knew that it was coming out in one of the boxes, so I didn't buy the book. So I have not read it yet, but it is set in the same world as An Ember in the Ashes. So the book is Heir, if you couldn't tell from there. So I believe that these are actually a Tempest of Tea. So we have the Queen of Suns and the King of Suns, and they look like a Tempest of Tea, not Heir. So, and here is our bookmark that goes along with the card. Again, I stick these inside the book to kind of keep track. We also have our monthly fairy scoop, which kind of gives you like recommendations and a playlist and just some other cool stuff. And we have Heir by Sabaa Tahir. And this edition is freaking oh my god, look at the sprayed edges. This edition is freaking gorgeous, man. What? Love, a Legacy, Power, and Vengeance. Look how gorgeous that is. The foiling, the character art. I don't know if you can see the character art that well because of the light, but that is absolutely beautiful. And then the spine is also beautiful. They're going crazy with the foiling, and I'm not mad about it. Like, that is beautiful. Is it signed? It is not signed. Do we have a bound in author letter? We do have a bound in author letter. So I'll show you that. Got an author letter. And then the end papers. So I'll show you the cover first, the naked cover. It's kind of like that canvasy, like it feels like a painting canvas. It has like blue specks on it that looks like the night sky, and then it's got this foiling over the top. It looks like a flying machine. And then on the back, we've just got clouds and the night sky. That's really pretty. And then our end papers, which our end papers are a little dark, to be honest with you. They're a little hard to see. I think they were just printed a little dark, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. And then the back end, they're different. That is stunning. And then we have the reversible desk jacket, which I think is the original cover. I don't even think the color changed very much. Maybe it was brightened a little bit. I think the original cover is maybe a little darker, but that's just the original cover in a different, possibly different colorway. Maybe not, but that is beautiful. So there's an orphan and outcast, a prince and a killer who will bring an empire to its knees. It follows a ragtag group. I believe it's said to be set in the same world as An Ember in the Ashes. Again, I have not finished that one, so I don't know how the story ends exactly, but apparently I need to so that I can read this because this is gorgeous. And just how much effort was put into this book, I need to read it because it's probably gonna be amazing. That is all my Fairyloot stuff. Last but not least, we have Illumicrate. So while all of the other boxes felt pretty heavy, this one actually feels really light. And I've learned that light is generally not a good thing. There haven't been boxes that do like a lot of paper products recently. They've kind of upped their game on the items, but we'll see how this one goes. So, all right, this book is Colors of Magic, or the theme rather is Colors of Magic. This book I'm actually quite excited for. It is by the same author as Mindwalker, so it's gonna have like a sci-fi feel. So when I saw this initially, it gave me Shatter Me vibes, but I'm not sure. It does follow kind of like your standard YA plotline, if I remember correctly. Not 100% sure, but let's dive into the items. So the first item is one of my favorite things. So even if the rest of the box is trash, I'm super excited about this because I love these book sleeves. I guess it would be a book jacket maybe, but the like book slides on and then it keeps your book safe. It's like an old school like book cover, and then you kind of just latch it. I love, absolutely love these. I think I have 5 of them, I want to say. I think I have 5, so this would be 6. I have all of the ones that Illumicrate has done except for it's either from Blood and Ash or Akatar, I can't remember, but they did one that I don't have, but I'll have all of the rest of these, and these are probably my favorite things in the entire world. They keep your books so safe. A lot better than the like slip-in bag ones, just because you can keep it. Like if you have a white book and you don't want your fingerprints to get on it, you never have to touch the case of the book. I take the dust jackets off and I put this on instead, and it just keeps the case clean and in good condition, and it keeps your corners from getting all bent. I love these things so much. So this is amazing. This looks like Priory of the Orange Tree is the design. So that's really pretty. All right, well, this box is already a win. I know the book is amazing and the book sleeve is amazing. So let's see what else we have. We have a little travel bottle set. Probably from the bees on it looks like the Honey Witch, which is super cute. I love anything with bees. My name is Melissa, and in other languages it means honeybee. I have an obsession with bees, with honeybees, so this is actually adorable. I have another set of these that I used last year from Fairyloot, and it was a 4th wing set, and I actually used them when I went to Hawaii last year, so they're quite useful, especially if you travel a lot. Next, we have a pin set, which will go in my jar with all of my other pins, but that's okay. Oh, that's really pretty. It is a Moth to a Flame enamel pin set. It's got a moth and a rose on a chain together. Let's see if you can kind of see that. That's super pretty. I'm assuming that it's inspired by the Crimson Moth because it's a red moth. Is a really great book. For the American readers, it is the Heartless Huntsman, I believe, is what it's called. There are 2 different names, one for the UK and one for the US, so the Heartless Huntsman. They're the same book, same plot on the interior, but just different names for the publishing between the US and the UK. I would highly recommend that book if you have not read it. It is a YA romance. It follows a witch and a witch hunter, but not like Serpent and Dovish. It's more, she's like a vigilante, like undercover, and she plays like a dumb socialite, and he's just kind of like the broken sad boy and like badass masking as a dumb socialite. It's a really good story. Like, I absolutely loved it, so I would recommend that, and this is an adorable pin to go with it. But it isn't gonna end up in the jar with the rest of them. So we've got some washi tape. This is really like dusty. I don't know where this box has been. It's really dusty. But we've got some washi tape. And it's got like a key and a bone and possibly a snake. I'm not sure what this is from. I'm gonna have to look it up. But we do love some washi tape. I've got a whole drawer of it. I never use it because I'm afraid to use it, but I'm trying to get myself more into journaling. I have an entire bookshelf over here of journals. Like, I think it's that shelf down there. That's all journals, and drawers of like washi tape and stickers and fun colored pens and stamps and all of that kind of stuff. So I have the materials to journal, but I just haven't. So I might need to motivate myself to do that, but I'm not sure what this is from, so let's take a look. Gods of Jade and Shadow. I think that's a book that we got recently from Illumicrate. I think I also got it from OwlCrate as well, if I remember correctly. I think that was one of the double ones that I got. So the book this month is Until We Shatter by Kate Dillon, and and it's pretty. It's definitely a different colorway. I know that the original was more like blue and pink rather than purple and green, but I still like it. It's got some like foiling there. The back says a desperate thief, an impossible heist, survive or shatter. I believe there's something with like a kingdom and powers and death if they're found or caught, or I don't know, but it sounded really good. We've got some sprayed edges. It's really pretty. It reminds me of like Maleficent with like the purples and the black and the green. It's very like Maleficent Dragon. I don't think that that has anything to do with it, but that's what it's reminding me of. Ooh. All right, the naked hardcover is absolutely beautiful. We've got the palace, I assume, the palace that they're gonna have to break into. And the spine also has the art, so it doesn't have the name on the spine, it just has a continuation of the art of that palace. We've got the foiling around it. We have our end paper art, which is very like cartoon style, and I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Oh, that's super pretty. And then we've got that on the back. It is signed, and that is pen signed because it is purple, I believe. Yeah, it is pen signed. It's super cool. Getting a pen signed book nowadays kind of feels rare and special. A lot of the digital signatures going around. There's nothing underneath the dust jacket. So let's see. No matter where she goes, Sammy's life is under threat. The church would have her killed for her magic. Her mother is ill, turns into a thief, and she works with Chase, beautiful, dangerous, and full of secrets. Ooh. To find a powerful relic the church has hidden within a deadly realm of shadows. That sounds amazing. Okay, she's risking to ignite a spark that might destroy the city. Sounds so amazing. This is like, this right here, that's my favorite plot line. I mean, it's been done a million times probably in some way, shape, or form. There's heist, there's the hot guy, there's some government or church entity trying to kill people, secrets and mysteries. This sounds beautiful. So I am super excited for this one as well, and it doesn't seem that long. It is only 324 pages. It does seem to be dual perspective, or is it just the last chapter that is? Oh, okay, so the bonus content. The bonus content has a chapter from the male perspective. So, very interesting. I'm super excited to read this one. The Illumicrate books this year have been kind of but this one sounds really, really good. So, okay, so that was October's unboxing. I got a lot of good items, some interesting books. This is a heavy stack. Okay, so this has been October's unboxing. We have all of the books. There's a lot of books there. May not be possible, but there we go. That's gorgeous. And it's really heavy. Help. Okay, so out of all of the books, I mean, they're all books that sound interesting. I'm really most excited about Until We Shatter and Heir. I've already read Coven. I've already started Immortal Dark. The Stars Are Dying sounds good, but it sounds like Avatar knockoff. Sorry. But I mean, I'll try it and see how it goes. Sorcery and Small Magics just seems like a sweet, cozy story, and I'm excited for that one too. So really, I can't complain about the books. Obviously, Spectacular I'm obsessed with, and Heartless I've been meaning to read for some time now, and now I have a pretty edition to do so. So these are all really good, but I think I'm most excited about Until We Shatter and Heir. Probably Until We Shatter, because Heir I still have to finish the last book in the Ember and Ashes series before I can read that one, but otherwise, it's been a pretty good month. I'm excited. Thank you guys for joining me for my unboxing. All of the subscription boxes that I have opened today, I will have their links down in the description below. I am not an affiliate for any of these. I pay for all of these with my own money, but I would highly recommend checking out some of these subscription boxes. They do a great job of curating different books for readers, kind of showing you what new and exciting books that are coming out just in case you missed them, and they give you really pretty editions, like absolutely gorgeous editions. So if you guys stuck around, please tell me which book you are most interested in out of this stack, or which one you found to be the prettiest. Either way, sometimes the stories don't interest us, but the editions are just beautiful. So let me know in comments which one is your favorite edition, and if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It would be amazing. That way you can get notifications whenever I post my madness, and thanks for stopping by. Bye guys. You're letting me move this.